Sarah, the royal family have had their fair share of issues lately when it comes to photographs. But what's this about King Charles getting extremely angry about some pictures of his dear late mother?
Yes, now these are photographs that this dates back to before the late Queen's death. And actually, Angela Kelly, her dresser and closest confidant, published two books. The first one, The Queen's Dresser. While she was preparing to publish that book, she realised that the Queen, she writes, harboured a secret dream to be a fashion model. She was sick of posing formally for photographs. She wanted to stand there with her hands in her pockets and pose as any fashion model might. And Angela Kelly says she realised she could make the late Queen's dream come true. So she organised this photo shoot. She wanted to include it in her first book, but it was pulled from the book because others within the royal household decided this was entirely inappropriate for the Queen to be seen with her hands in her pockets. I don't know if you can see, because I've got the book here. These are the photographs we're talking about. You can see the Queen in a whole series of
The Queen looks amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? They did make it into her second book, The Other Side of the Coin. But apparently at the time of the photographs, the King, then Prince Charles, was horrified and felt that his mother's good nature, particularly towards Angela Kelly, was being taken advantage of, and that it wasn't appropriate for her to be seen posing with her hands in her pockets. The relationship between the King and Angela Kelly, not necessarily at the best. She left her grace and favour home in Windsor. She was forced to leave it just months after the Queen's death. She described the Queen as her best friend, particularly on the day of her funeral, said how sad she was saying goodbye to her best friend. She was given a new home in the Peak District, believed to have been paid for by the King himself as part of a non-disclosure agreement to stop her revealing family secrets. But what is remarkable is that she did get the Queen's blessing to publish two books and share anecdotes and intimate details, really, about their relationship.
Well, let's move on to what is being titled Royal Jam Wars. So Meghan Markle sent out her 50 jars this week and last week. And now the Buckingham Palace have posted a picture of their jam, just to remind people that they're in the business too.
And they have been for a very long time. If you go into any shop, Buckingham Palace, Highgrove, Sandringham, you will find jam, you will find products, you'll find apple juice from the Sandringham estate. It's long been a business venture of theirs. I don't know, though, whether there's a slight degree of humour in this, because it is strawberry preserve, strawberry jam, which we saw from Meghan. We saw the photographs of friends posing with their jam, spreading the jam on the bread themselves, for example. Buckingham Palace now getting in on the act. And there you can see the two comparisons between them, American Riviera Orchard or the royal family's own jam.
Sarah Hewson, TalkTV Royal Editor, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Esther, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Buckingham Palace posted the jam to be like, wait, Meghan, hands off our business.
If you think we've arrived, we were here a long time ago. Look, I think it's actually clever marketing because there's all this buzz around Meghan's jam, and so it's a short-term kind of marketing boost. If there's buzz around it, why don't you? Because obviously we know the Sussexes and the royal family are not on great terms. Why not just kind of fuel that? Listen, there is money in controversy, acrimony, and any kind of conflict, and they're milking it for what it's worth.
Milking it. You could have come up with a better pun than that.
Yeah, what? Jamming it.
Well, you could have said it's a sticky situation for all concerned.
Oh, gosh. Oh,
that would have been perfect.
Unacceptable.